Okay, let's go ahead and build this ring. Now, the way I see it, oh, here's the ring. We could build this with profiles and start to piece it together, but I don't usually build stuff that way. So I'm going to build it a different way. And I don't really know the stone size, finger size, blah, 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 so I'm not going to worry about that. So, having said all that, let's go ahead and I'm going to build this with just surfaces, and that way I can get this part in the way I want it, and I got an idea how I want to build the surface that's down in here. So here we go. I have a 3/4 carat stone out here. She wanted a carat, but So let's go ahead and I think I'm going to lay the stones out too. The one thing I'm looking at this trying to figure out is, and it looks to me like this is a bit offset. In other words, if you look at the thickness here and the thickness here, it seems like these stones kind of stay over here on this side, and then of course it's rotated around 180 on this side. So it's a bit asymmetrical. Plus we have this more metal here on the other side. So that's the way I see it. So in looking at this, to use the matrix tools, it would be fine to get a line out here and use the gem curve, which maybe I'll still do. Let's do it this way. Let's go ahead and I'm going to draw an arc. Let's work on this layer, turn off some snaps for now. So these kind of tuck in under this stone. So let's go here and here, and I'll just bend this up about like so. And I'm going to go to surface and extrude straight and do both sides equals. Yes. And get that going out there, and that's just a surface that we're going to use to put gems on. And let's see, I guess I'll do these almost in a straight line perhaps. So as a matter of fact, looking at this, I'm going to draw a line from like here to here, and then I'm going to take this line and project it onto this surface, and that'll give me that curve going in that angle that I want. That's going to be an important angle. I hope I guessed right on that. So having done all that, we'll go to gems and go to, I think I'll do gem on surface and just control this myself. So let's go ahead and put that in the surface, give it a curve, select the curve, it's right there, and we're in business. Now, I don't have my shaded surface such that I can see the backside, so I'm going to have to flip this. So there we go. Then I'm just going to go by what it looks like. So if you'll notice over here on the gem on surface, I'm going to be using for scale E and Q. E is going to go up. So there we go. So we'll go E, and I'm just kind of looking at proportion and size. Let's go maybe 2.4 for the first one. That doesn't look too bad. and then we'll go down to 2.2 for the second one. And then down to 2.0 for the next one. And then following that, let's go a little closer. And I'll delete the one that's further away, and then I'll go down to 1.8 or 1.7 maybe for the last one. Alright, so oops, I think I did that. Yeah, see, I messed that up. We'll go F6 MSR, and I'll just move it over a little bit. There we go. Alright, so there's that, and I'll put this on the gray layer and turn that layer off so that we don't have a bunch of lines, and I get rid of those. So we've got that, and let's put this on a different layer, and we'll take this and go rotate with copy. Rotate, copy on, F4. And we'll just take a look and see what we see. Oh, I had my picture on the gray layer. Put it on that one. Alright, so there's the start of that. And those are set pretty deep. And yeah, alright. Next thing we'll do is come in here and go to the gem tools, gem guides rather, turn this one on and hit apply. Then we'll go turn this off. And that gave us the curve that goes around the gem guide, bezel, profile, whatever you want to call it. And that gave me that curve up here. I'm going to go just a little bit above the girdle so that we can set the stone, and I'm going to do it more anyway, but let's go ahead and do that. And I want this to start to go down. We'll figure that out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take this one. Well, not yet. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and go to curve and offset. And I'm going to offset this the amount that I want it set. So I'm going to go T for through point. And if you had a number in mind, you could certainly use it. But there's that. And then we'll offset again. And I'll come out. Actually, let's offset this one, and I will use a number. So if we click this one and hit offset, the offset distance might be 1.35. Let's see how thick that is. So there's how thick and I'm building obviously the silver part, or the white metal, whatever it is. So there's that, and we'll take this one and this one, and I'm going to project them flat down. So looking down, project to C-plane, delete input, yes. So down they go flat. Alright, this one, it's kind of bugging me now, so I'm going to shamelessly throw it away. Alright, so now looking at this, we're trying to figure out too, this little step is kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll figure that out. And so I'm just looking at how far this comes around, and how far, you know, in the perspective it looks like it comes around until it matches up with this stone, but not over here because we're tilted down a bit. So I'm going to split the difference. And so I'm going to draw a line from F4 out this way to about, let's say, here. And then I'm going to draw another line from F4 straight up. Alright? This line and this line are going to get split by this one and this one. And we'll get rid of those. And we'll get rid of that. Could have done trim too, whichever. Now, I want the ring to come along this angle here. And I'm kind of looking at the angle that this is coming along, and this we're going to make blend into this curve. So that's this line right along here. And I'm also looking at how thick it's going to be over here on the edge. We're at basically 3, which on the side of the ring maybe is a bit too close. So we'll go out to about here perhaps. It's a better angle anyway. And next we'll come over to curve and blend, and let's see what we get. Not bad, but it kind of dips out a little bit. So based on that, what I will do is split this curve. So curve split with a point back over here, and throw that away, and then let's try again and blend there to there. So the more we come back, the more we can control kind of how this looks. We can also change this angle a little bit as well. So if this angle comes out this way, then when we blend this, and that's pretty subtle, but there we go. I'm going to call that good. Alright, and then we need to have a line that represents this other channel. We might as well start thinking about that now. And we'll come right along these stones like so. Those diamonds. And let's blend this and see what we get. I'll turn the center stone off for now. I'll call that done too. Alright, so join. Alright. Let's see. Since I thought of it, it's pretty early for me to be throwing something in a job bag, but I don't know. Since I thought of it, now I have to. Otherwise, you're just silly. Okay. Yeah, this seems like it. I don't know what that does. I can worry about that right this moment. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take this line, start nothing, and go curve from 2 views, this one and this one. And there's what we get there. So there's the bottom of it. And we don't want this to keep going down and around. So I'll select this one and say split with a curve. And do that. And the other thing I notice is that when you build a ring like this, what happens is that the ring tapers the whole way. So it's coming along here and it's going to taper, 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 taper. Now I don't have to worry, actually I don't have to worry about this one. I'll do that in the next one, because this ring, this one stops. When I do the yellow, I'll show how to, because in the curve from two views, this comes down and then it heads down and it goes straight down. And now the ring is the same width along, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look nice and tapered. But don't have to worry about that on this one. So when I get to the yellow metal, I'll worry about that. And then looking at this, boy, it looks like it basically comes down right at the apex or halfway down the finger. So this should be real good. Alright, now based on that I want to determine how thick this is, and then how thick this is going to be too. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take our finger rail, go over to finger and do offset, and I'll call this 1.7. This should be a fairly, I think, healthy number for that. When it's finished, it's probably a little thinner, but I don't know, some people might go even thinner than that. Let me think about my gems here. Those have to be set in metal that goes down in there. Based on that, get rid of these. And this one, maybe it's going to come out this way a little more. We'll see. Alright, so if this one is how big the yellow metal is, then the white needs to be bigger. So we'll take this and offset it. And not much, maybe 0.3. Maybe more than that. Offset 0.5. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Then we'll 1D scale, transform 1D scale from quad. Oh, I'm going to have to fix that angle anyway. We'll be in business here in a minute. Alright, up to there. And then, once it gets up that high, we'll split this with a point there and over here. Get rid of everybody. That's all I need for that. And we'll have this line keep going. Straight on out there. There we go. Set that stone the rest of the way there. Join. Oops. Join. Alright. Now let's fix this up again. Rotate. Alright. We're in business. Now we'll take this outside curve and this curve and do curve from two views. Now, here's the problem with this. This curve is outside this other one. In other words, this one is out here. This one stops short. So, let's undo that. And this curve down here, let's extend. So we'll go curve, extend, enter for dynamic, and line is the option we want there. Then when I click it, I can just extend all day long. Alright, enter. This one and this one, there it is. So now we have the start of our outside of our ring there. And then let's see how this one looks on the top. So this one and this one curve from two views. Yay, there's the amount it's set. Let's see how that looks in the dead looking down. Yeah. It's not bad. Alright, let's start to make some metal. Surface loft, I would say. Loft, which is right here. We'll loft from there to there. Hey, we're making metal. Yeah, I don't like that metal. I want this one to come around a little more, I think. Yeah, what's up with that? That went, oh, that's, this one didn't come out far enough. So, who was that? You are no good. Alright, let's try that again. This one and this one curve from two views. Where is it? Bam. There we go. Alright, let's put these on the right rail layer. Finger rail. And finger rail. We gotta do, well, we don't need an inside one actually. We'll figure that out. Alright, so now that comes around as far as I want it to go. And so that'll work. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the loft. So we'll go ahead and loft from here to here. Let's say, here's my loft options. I'm just going to hit OK. There we go. So that comes out that far. And probably end up so that this thing, I can only assume that this thing sits down in this one. So we'll eventually be cutting this off, but we'll use the finger rail to do that. And so we'll do that later. Now as far as that goes, I'm going to go ahead and do this one and do curve from two view like so, and we'll make sure we put this one on the rail. And I'm going to do a surface for now the way I want it. That'll probably change though, and here's what I mean by that. I'll go ahead and get it in there though. Let's go loft from here to here. Loft. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Even that one doesn't go far enough. How can that be? That one stops. Oh, that one. Yeah, duh. Let's delete that. This one needs to come out too. Extend. Enter. Type line. There we go. Enter. And that was the outside, and this one. Nope. That was this one. And this one. Curve from two views. There we go. Alright. Yay. Oh, and this needs split by this one. Okay, then we'll go loft here to here. Enter. Okay. I'm actually going to take the time in this video to turn something on. I recently rebuilt my machine so I don't have it on, but there's a function I'm going to turn on real quick, and you might as well watch the viewing audience. I'm going to type options and go to appearance and advanced settings, and on the shaded mode I'm going to do back face is set to use front face settings. I'm going to go single color for all back faces, and I'm going to make it kind of towards this color. So what that does is that shows what is the back side of the surface. Those are set, well, close enough. Okay, so there's that. That just helps me know which way the surface is facing. And I'm going to go ahead and let's take a look at what this is doing. That's going across there. That's going to be tricky. That's going to be tricky to make that look the way we want it to look, but we'll give it a shot. So now I want to go ahead and let's take these two surfaces, and in the looking down we'll go rotate with copy on from F4 like so. And that looks pretty good. Then we'll take this surface and I'm going to move it over this way, and then I'm going to hold down Alt when I get here, and that makes a copy. If you see the little plus next to my cursor, when I let up on the mouse I get a copy. And let's go ahead and rotate this so that it makes sense with how this is set. And let's go ahead and rotate this again. There we go. Alright, let's take a look now. Cool. And eventually what we're going to do is have it so that this one steps up in here. Now I kind of see where that little ledge comes from, because mine just did the same thing. This one comes up and stops, and this one keeps going so it can set those stones, and then it stops. So there's where the ledge is going to come from, right there. Wow, an epiphany. So I'm going to do blend. Blend right here. Blend. Auto chain is no. We'll go from there, enter, to there, enter, and we'll turn the handles so they're locked and do that. So there's that end. And I guess we'll do the same thing over here. That was 0.304 was that setting. And 0.304. Rock on. Alright, there you can see where that surface is the wrong way. And I'm actually going to fix that too, because I got all my keystrokes that I'm not... the command for flipping that over, that surface, is flip. I'm going to steal this one and type flip. Okay, so with this selected, if we type the word flip, then it flips over. And now I can hit F9, which is what I'm used to. F9, F9, F9. Alrighty. Okay, so now the tricky part with this, oh well, we want to, I don't know if it's tricky, but what we want to do is we want to cut this across here. So let's go ahead and I just want this to stop right about in here. So I'm going to select this and go curve, extract iso curve, back in here somewheres. Let's go there. Oh, let's look at the end of this gem here. Boom. Alright. That one we'll put on orange cutting layer. And then I'm going to try this. I'm going to try pulling this one over to this one. You know what? Never mind that. Let's go extract iso curve here and turn on the snaps. And then I'm going to come over here and snap this one. So I did this in a video, another video recently, and there's that. So now it goes across from using that snap, it goes across from that one. Alright. So this one gets split by this orange curve. And we'll, well, hey, we'll click this and throw it away. And this one will split and go here. Alright, rock on. Let's put this one on another layer, maybe this next one, so I can turn this green business off, and this one. And we might as well keep the loft or the blend party going here. So we'll blend from here, enter, to over here, enter. Adjust 304. It's the number for the day. 304. There's my little blend or flip thing. Alright, so there's how that goes. Alrighty. I wonder, how wide is this now? Down, let's see. Well, let's just measure it. So let's head on over to measure distance. The edge of that one to that one. Yeah, okay. Well, yes, yeah, okay. That seems reasonable. Now, this is the part that I contend is tricky. Oh yeah, oh boy, it's nasty. Well, let's keep going over here. No, we're not. I'm gonna hit pause and think about it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I think I took quite a long break, so I don't even know where I was, and Can't say that I figured anything out while I was on break anyway, so I have no excuses there. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna come over here and do a blend. Let's do this blend. This blend is right here, and it's the one with the handles. And we're gonna go edge of this surface and edge of this surface, and it does that. And then I'm gonna hold down Shift, press Shift for symmetry. So hold down Shift, and I'm gonna drag this down, way down, so it's almost flat, but not quite. Click. There we go. Alright. And hit enter, and it makes that. Let's switch over to yellow here. And I'm going to take this profile and copy it using transform orient 2 points, copy equals yes. So 1, 2. And then I'm going to come over here, and I want to have this come down about as far as, let's look at our picture, about as far down as this is going to come for the top of this, right by the gem. So in other words, we're going to go near here, and then I'm going to turn on perpendicular and set that profile right there. Enter. And then I need to rotate this so that it's not at a weird angle, which I can't do on this viewport, so now we have to do this with rotate 3D, which is right here, and we'll go from here to there, and then the handle goes this way. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Let's go back to this layer, surface sweep 2. 1 is the edge, 2 is the edge, and go from there to there. Now, we'll also see, let's maintain height, preview, there we go. And this isn't bad. I don't like it when they start to twist like this. I don't like that surface. So we'll add a slash from here to here, and from here to here, and that just kind of keeps it honest and perpendicular. There we go. Okay. F9 is flip. Alright, so that gives us a nice edge there. And debatably this could be higher up too, as far as the well, let's see. A little more rounded, isn't it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave that one flat down there for a good reason. And then I'm going to turn on the control points on this one and pick, let's go over to this viewport over here. Well, this one will do. Pick these two and go up like that. And wow, I really got those like way down there. Huh. Anyway, let's do that. Oh, maybe even taller. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna throw that away and do it with blend. So edge and edge. There we go. And we'll pull this down to about there. There we go. Cool. And let's sweep that again. So surface sweep 2, edge, edge, this one to this one. Maintain height, preview, and add slash. That's good enough. Okay. F9. It's important that this one gets flat as it comes down here, so that why? So that it generates the right profile as it comes down over this way. So that's why I did all that, because I don't want it rounded and sticking up the whole way down, because it doesn't look that way. In this viewport, it fizzles out to just flatness. Cool? Alright, so there we go. Let's see. Oh, now we'll blend. Blend here, enter, to here, enter, go. F9 is flip. There we go. And we can get rid of this one. We'll come back. Oop, there's the little end. Oops. Right there. Bye-bye. So there's what we have so far. And I could have probably rounded that out a little more too, but oh well. Now, let's take this one and we'll orient to, again, from here to here, and then we'll come straight over from here, from there to there, enter, enter, and oh, that hits that. Oh well, maybe we'll just notch that or something as far as that goes. But let's go ahead and blend once again. Surface edge to surface edge. And down we go. See if that's similar to that one. Looks like it. Enter. Curve in there. I don't quite know what I'm going to do about that. We'll figure that out. Sweep 2. Curve to curve. Alrighty. Maintain height. Yep. Preview and OK. Alright. Game on. Okay, so now what we want to do is set up the bottom of this. So let's do another one of these where we blend the edge of this surface to the edge of this surface like that. And then I'm going to hold down Shift and go way down. Enter. And alright, so essentially what I need is a surface that goes from these two down into one with some other stuff going on. So let's see how we can do this. So here's my idea. Let's go back to whatever color, and let's go extract iso curve on this surface, and let's go to maybe the quad or mid of that. There we go. And then let's do the same thing on this surface right there. Alright, so now I have right at the peak of that apex of that thingamajigger, I've got curves, and then I'm going to go blend again from here to here and do that. And let's change our continuity. Continuity equals G0. And then continuity 2 equals G0. Huh. I didn't really want that. 1 and 1. What does that do for us? Wow, it makes it asymmetrical. Thanks. Alright, never mind that. Let's do the old-fashioned blend from here to here. And then let's take... This is essentially like doing the same thing with the handles. But let's go ahead and move these on out. And then let's 1D scale those. 1D scale from the center of that. And then let's do this again. Curve point. Alright, let's keep going. That'll work. Alright. I want to make sure that this kind of matches as good as it can in this viewport. So we're going to rebuild this curve. Curve rebuild. Like, I don't know, 9 maybe? Sure. And then turn on the control points and make this match as best I can out here. So there, there, and there. Alright. There's probably another way to do that, but these are slightly different, so you gotta be really careful. So if we do this then with that, oh, I know what I want to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this curve and this curve and split it with this curve and this curve. Enter. So now I have this one, which we'll put on red so we can keep track of it, and this one, which we'll put on red so we can keep track of it, and we'll blend, and I hope blend will work, because blend sometimes will dip down when you do this. How'd we do? Oh, not bad. That dip down is just fine. So let's put that on red. Yeah. So we will right-click red and join it. And let's go surface sweep to edge surface, red curve, and yellow curve. Oh yeah. Then we're going to take this curve and this viewport and project it onto that surface. So curve, project onto that surface right there. Whew, hope it's worth it. That curve is a cutter. So we say you get split by orange, enter. Oh yeah. All right. All right. Okay, now I need to get this thing so it's all nice and pretty going up into here. So let's do that. We will blend the end of this one. Now, could you make this with earlier I said you could make this with profiles and cutters, right? That's all still true. But there's a profile right there. Why did I turn red off? I'll put that one on red too. That one let's put on green. Hide it. Alright. So there's that. And I don't want this going any further here. So let's get split by an iso curve. And that iso curve is going to come right off there. Bam. Enter. So this is gone. And we're going to get rid of more. And then let's do that again. Split with an iso curve. This one. And right there. Gone. Alright. As a matter of fact, there's that. And then I've got one right there. And yeah, straight across from this one, right? Right there. This little line right here is going to get projected onto this surface right there. And we'll make it yellow as well. There's a profile, if you will. Right there. Now why did I do that? Because I needed something to blend to right over here. So let's go blend from here to this one. And how does that compare? Let's get rid of this beast. Yeah. Woohoo. Enter. And you're red. So we will sweep, surface sweep 2. 1, 2. Go from there to there. Alright, so there's the inside of my channel. And cool. I think this will work just nicely. Technically, I think I gotta figure out what's going on in here. What's going on in there? You know, I guess it could like stop. I gotta think about that. Okay. Now what I want to do to make this really fun is go to curve, project, or I'm sorry, extract ISO curve there. We'll make it red. And then we'll go extract ISO curve. Let's go blend from here to here. And there's a new curve. We'll put that on yellow. Alright, whoa. So let's join up this curve, and this curve. Yeah. Yep. Join. And I think we need to split it right here. So I have that curve, this one, and this one. And we're going to try a surface curve network. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep. Okay. There we go. And F9 is flip. So there's that exiting out of there. Alright, based on that, I'm going to put this bad boy in a job bag. Let's turn on some stuff here. Alright, and we'll turn stuff back off again. And this surface right here, I don't think I need anymore. So I'm going to nuke it. And this surface, I can't tell yet, but if I was going to guess, I'd need it at least cut back to, oh boy, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let's cut it, so split ISO curve right there. Bye. Alright, and let's turn off everybody here. Huh. Oh, that must be orange. There we go. Oh, let's blend this. Blend from here. Enter to here. F9. Turn off the gems. And I guess I would join this. Alright, so there's what we have so far. I probably wish I didn't join that, but it's too late now. And let's go here and rotate with copy on from F4. Alright. There's what that's doing so far. And I may need to come back and that could have been pointier, but it's kind of cool. That's what a file's for. Alright, let's finish this part up so I can move on to the yellow one. Alright, so let's go solid extract surface. This one. Enter. I'll put this on another color so we can see it. So that piece right there. Let's offset it. So surface, offset, offset, offset. Right there. Direction is out this way. Let's go 0.8. There we go. And you are on this color, and let's turn this off. So there's an offset for the floor of that. That'll work. Alright. Now, when I make the other piece, when I make the other piece, then we'll eventually have this thing so that it's kind of just fades out into here. So let's do this. Let's go here and go to rotate from F4 with copy on. Oops, I messed that up. Copy F4. Alright, so what I'm thinking is this. We need a surface that comes around here, or a curve that comes around there. From here around to here. And, yep. And then we'll trim that. And then we'll make a surface that comes down and matches this one. And what happens if we do this? What if we do this? Kind of thinking out loud here. Let's go blend from here, enter, to here, enter. Oh, I kind of like that. What's going to happen though? Oh, I was more excited about that a moment ago. Now we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to earn it. There's what I'm thinking though, that the inside of this will look like, and it'll all be cut out of there. Yeah. Alright. So that's the end of part 1. And I'll come back and finish this in part 2 when I do the outside. So